I think people don't really know the full story 100%. So I don't want to say people are getting things wrong because they don't know the full story yet. And I feel like this show will help tell Anna's, Anna's side of it, but also Vivian's, not just Jessica Pressler's side, but that whole thing. Because I feel like Anna, there was that huge article, and then she went to jail and she didn't really have any interviews. And I mean, now she's having interviews and she's talking, but for a long time she didn't have her words. So I definitely think that will help. I think if I was Anna, what I would have done differently was, I think Anna has a hard time asking for help, like truly asking for help. And I think, if she asked for help, I think truly asking for help, I don't think she would be in as bad of a situation as she got herself into. I mean, she got herself into a horrible situation. Like, it's terrible. Yeah, I mean, I listen to all sorts of music for a lot of like Missy Elliott too, like early Missy Elliott, and yeah, just different kinds of music to get me in the role. The first step with Anna's the process of becoming Anna was definitely the accent was the number one thing, because I feel like the accent gives away a lot about who she is, because she doesn't give a lot of information about who she is, but the accent gives away a lot. To me, that accent is reading somebody trying to be something that they're not. And that's essentially what Anna is. She convinced people, and it was believable enough that she was this German girl, but she didn't, if you hear like a real person like with a German accent, they I mean, this is not, I don't know. This is like Berlin accent, I guess. She didn't have like a German accent. There was some hybrid mixture accent. So I first had to learn a German accent and, get it like this. And it's very monotone and kind of the vocal fry at the end. This is like a German accent, right? And, but then, you have like Russian, like anything with an ill, like, so then you kind of have something like this. And then she learns English probably like a Brit because she's European. They're not going to learn like an American. But then she comes here and because she's so gifted with languages, she's a gifted linguist. That is true. She picks up accents very fast. So musically, she's going to start speaking like an American. But I wanted her accent to sound like if she went back home to Europe, that all of her friends in Europe would be like, you sound so American. But then when she came here, it would be like, oh, you're so European. So it's not here nor there. That to me is like a real foreigner living in America for a period of time. And then, it's kind of a hybrid mutt of different accents. And to me, it really shows that she's really trying to be something that she's not, in a way. I mean, she's literally telling people that she's German when she's not. So that was that to me, I got a more sense of her. And then I met her. When I met her, I knew that I wasn't going to get certain information, but I just wanted to get her spirit and her energy and, the way that she responds to things, and even what makes her smile, or how smiley she was, how bubbly she was, but then how quickly she goes dark really fast. It was wild. And that's really what I tried to take into the show. What surprised me was how bubbly she was. That's what surprised me. She is really like, again, what I tried to bring into the show was how I met her. That she can go really like from light to dark really quickly. And she's extremely likable, and she's extremely smart, and she's extremely charming. And that's what makes it more dangerous and more complex. And it also, at the same time, that's what makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense why she was able to do what she did. You have to be quick to be like that. You can't like miss a beat, because you always have to be a step ahead of everybody. That's why they were able to, that's why they're able to do what they do. Listen, her ideas weren't bad. You know, obviously people believed in her enough to invest in her. I mean, it's so obvious, like that they wanted to invest in her, but at the same time, I think it got too big in a way, and she couldn't handle it. Maybe she could, but she didn't want to ask for help, or, you know, she dug herself in a hole for whatever reason. But I'll say this, like, I wouldn't be able to do what she did. I don't mean like scamming people. I mean like actually getting these investors and, you know, she was 25 years old. So there is something very impressive about it. But at the same time, there's also something scary. I mean, to me, all great art is a contradiction. You know, I don't need people to like Anna Delvey or the way that I played it, but I need people to at least understand. My goal was to humanize her in a way. Even if her actions weren't right, she's still a human. You know, for whatever reason, there was an intention that she did what she did. Because if you're an actor and you don't have any intention, you're not doing your job right. Because everything has intention. In every scene, it has an intention.